Alright guys, well today the glass guy's on his way over. Hopefully it'll go in smoothly. And yeah, we'll go from there. I did pick up on my home some more of these little light things, which I think are going to work out just perfect. This one was missing the light altogether. And it just kind of almost fits in, so I think it'll be good. A little bit of silicone or something to hold it, run the wires down. I was looking online, and a lot of people are saying 68, that their cars didn't have indicators inside. It only had them out there. So I don't know if that's right or wrong, but so be it. That's what we're going to do. And I can always mess around with that after. I mean, I might be... They said actually their cars had it, but they were taped over, the two holes. So I'm going to get back on it and look a little closer, because maybe it just has tape on it. And I got to take it off and put a little of those push and turn things in. We got that going on. We got this one marker light we got to do as well. And reverse lights, which the car will have to come up on stands once he's done the glass. Hopefully it goes swimmingly. I'm just going to take the arms off real quick for him. And yeah, hopefully it's cool. We can film it. I mean, it's COVID. Everyone's kind of meh. But we can do a little bit of filming on it maybe. At the very least, to see it when it's all in, right? So that's the way we're going to do it. Wow. Car with a broken windshield. What a concept. See you guys in a bit. Alright, well my glass heroes, they're here. So Jim's Auto Glass, I want that out on Facebook, and everyone says call Jim, so I called Jim. And I don't know, 5 days later, Jim is here, and he said it's no big deal, we're gonna put it in. They brought all their tools, at-home service. So we'll see. He's telling me how easy this one will be. So we'll see how it goes. So all the trim's off, did a fantastic job. And it's interlocking rubber apparently. So you just run the tool down, that's what I guess locks it all in. So that's neat. This is worth every penny, so you can kind of see it. And it just comes apart. And that's what I guess loosens the windshield right out of it. So, yeah.
To a good start.
We're off to a good start. Smash windshield. We started off pretty low. So the rubber ended up being torn at the bottom. We're just going to cut it right out. Glass will come right out. I bought a new molding, which you're contemplating putting in anyways, or gasket, whatever you want to call it. So now it's out. We'll pop her out. Well, they're doing all the work. I'm just looking pretty, getting in their way. Yeah. Oh, it's a two-piece windshield.
Two-piece windshield, right on.
It's like bifocals. There you go.
Right.
And she's out.
This right here for now.
Yeah, just toss it on the ground there.
Okay. Got that all right?
Put this in the van?
Yep. That is garbage. Couple of screws. Kinds of treasures.
Treasures in there. Yeah, look at that. So is this just sits in here, kind of?
Basically, it just sits in there. Yep.
And then that locking ring puts a little tension on it, and that's it, eh?
Just holds the glass in place.
And you snap the
main thing that actually holds the glass in place after you do that is your moldings.
Is it glued in there? Is that what they do?
It's got a sealant, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that original paint under there.
Sealant. Yeah, that's very, very good shape. I love it.
Sometimes these old Dodges, they'll rot right out in there type thing.
Yeah.
I was a little panicked about that, I'm not gonna lie. So.
Especially in the bottom corners.
Oh really, eh? Wow, look at that, yeah. That's like minty in there.
It is. It's really good shape.
Wow.
Yeah. Gotta love that. See a little bit of rust in here. We can grind that down. We'll put some primers on that. And...
You get ready for the new glass, right on.
Yep.
So glass is out. There's just a couple little spots where there's some, I guess, surface rust. Now it's going to get primed. And then a little urethane, I guess, around the bottom. And do you put anything at the top?
Yep.
It goes the whole way around.
Yeah, no, I'm going to put sealant the whole way around.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, this thing is in fantastic shape.
Very.
It's nice hearing that from the glass guy. He's seen it all, so I know I'm good. So we're all primed up on what was bare metal. A little bit of sealant's going the whole way around. And rubber in, glass in, and we're like on the home stretch, it feels like already. You guys move fast. So that just kind of slides over the pinch weld?
That's exactly right, yeah.
Huh.
Got the sealant on there. That'll seal the rubber to the body.
And the bottom just kind of sits in its little
Just sits there.
Kind of a little trough there.
Yeah.
And I guess just gets pushed down once the glass is in.
Yeah, the glass basically holds it in place along with the moldings. If you get it in.
So the rubber's in, and then just a little bit of glass cleaner to kind of lubricate it and slide her in, apparently.
I think it's going to be tight over here.
Yep. Inside in at a time, and you're going to slide me over my other bone, if you can. Being selfish and keeping it all to ourselves again.
Of course.
So this is like, so is this simpler in your mind than doing the rope in version of like a tri-5? You got to put it all together and then
You come to my side.
Depends. Yeah, I'll come to you when I get it in here a little bit.
these ones can kind of fight you a little bit too.
Anything with new rubber is going to fight you. Doesn't matter. It's going to be a fight with new rubber.
So now this is, I mean, it's kind of, that's the loose part, and then as you put the tool in, it folds it under. I guess that's just what locks her in place.
Yep.
Wow. That's simple, but
It is.
so I've learned patience, and he beat the glass like I owed him money for a while there. But other than that, it seems like it's, yeah, pretty straightforward.
Patience and brute force and ignorance.
Yeah. I only got one of those.
That's two, isn't it?
Well, yeah. More so the ignorance is where I really
okay.
win, yeah. I don't like to think too far ahead or anything like that, so.
Fourth over it a few times.
Until it kind of
Can
gets
choose.
gets the
Come on. There we go. That's, so with the new rubber, it's got a mind of its own.
yeah. But then once it's in, then the
Once
trim
it's
will
in-
hold it in, and
Yeah, exactly.
it'll find its new home and be done.
Yep. And then in 50 years, it'll be a big fight to get it out.
Hopefully it's not me dealing with it though, so who cares?
Won't be me. I'll be dead before then.
So she's all locked in place, and now the moldings just kind of snap in and obviously put a little bit of pressure on the rubber and hold her for forever. Another 50 years of use. Hopefully I won't smash this windshield in a million pieces. But if I do, I got a guy now, so.
Don't jinx yourself.
Well, look at that.
I think that moment's over too far.
Frankie came out to say hi, but just a few little finishing touches there, but thank you guys very much. So Jim's Auto Glass, make sure you go check them out if you're local. Give them your money, they're gonna get all of mine. They're coming back through the wagon, they don't know it yet. Well, I gotta say, old Jim's Auto Glass is an absolute game changer. Like, the price was right, quick service, fantastic work. I'm just stoked. So I'll put a little link, maybe a phone number or something like that if I can find it, because man, I'm telling you, go after this guy. If you're local, fantastic. Now we can carry on. So we're back to the lights. So I put this one together and I couldn't take it apart, but so that's the new LED light. That's the one I took off. So they're pretty simple. There's just a couple of studs, this little clamp holds it all together. These are actually pretty cool. So the light, I was looking, so you can buy a pair of these, like I said, for 300 and some bucks, or just the lights they were selling for like 100, and I was like, how is that possible? But this, it's actually kind of a neat design. Do it one-handed. The light and the lens is all one piece. That's a pain to do holding the camera. But check that out. So the light and lens, like it's a one-piece deal. So this one, I mean, I might have been able to, I guess, just change that light, because I had it hooked up and it wasn't working. This one's broken. I got off the epoxy in a stud, because that's the side that was hit. So yeah, what I actually did on the other side, as you can see, the drill is out and there's shavings everywhere. I just drilled out the center, which gave me lots of room to feed in the wires. Now it's going to be a little bit different, because this one would have grounded itself to the car. This one does need a ground, but again, see if I can do this one-handed. Oh, this is embarrassing. The only thing, I hooked these up backwards. You'd assume black would be ground, because it always is, but it's not. Let's just see if I can get this in here. I have to lie it down. Wow, just the one-hand operation here is the trick. I'm gonna get set up. I'll be right back. All right, little one-hand operation, but that's what it'll be. Beep. So it's a little on the bright side, but that'll be the blinker. Pretty simple. So I'll set up the and this one, see, it has both studs in it. They're good. So this one can go right back in, no problem. I'll also have to ground it to, I might be able to ground it to itself, or whatever. I'll run a line, then just run the to the factory wire that's there, which sends power, which runs from the flasher. And yeah, we'll set the camera up. I'll just drill this one out real quick and you can kind of see how it looks, but it's super simple. All right, so we're all set up here, set up-ish. Little slapper in the vise, we'll do a little fast motion drilling, and then I'll run the new one in. So here are the little lights. Did you pass me a set of side cutters? A set of cutters that cut on the side.
Where are they?
It might be in the back, in the trunk, or something like that. So that's all it is. Very simple. Danny's just taking her time getting me a set of cutters.
I don't know where they are.
She mad. Well, luckily the Leatherman's available.
Look, there's an X-Acto knife here.
Nah, I got it. So we're just gonna cut the ends off.
The wrenchy thing.
The wrenchy thing.
Okay, I'm making chicken fingers. Bye.
Bye. Feed her through. This is where it got a little snug in here, trying to get the wires through the bottom, but really not too big of a problem. This one. That's going on here. Oh, there's the other one. So there you go. So they're pulled through, and now, just by fluke, It's literally like the exact right size. Just kind of pull your wires in. Just give it a little push. That's it. It's not going to fall out or anything. You can hardly twist it. I think it'll be great. And if you ever wanted to, you can grab the pair of pliers and pop it out. I mean, you can get to break it or do whatever. These were $3 or $4. So all I'm going to do is, like I said, I got to kind of clamp that back together, put a little epoxy in it. So I have a, I don't even know where to put it. Basically, in this case, the stud came out, but I'll just need something like that. Clamp back together, wire it up. So I'll get those going, and then we'll see how they look. I'm actually shocked at how well this worked. So here's all I did. I took a machine screw I had and a little bit of epoxy jammed in there. We'll let that set up. It's actually supper time, so we'll leave that for a few minutes. And I wired up the other one. You know, I gotta say, it's pretty cool. Huh? How neat is that? I actually see it through my windshield. Like, it's a little on the bright side, but I don't know. You know, old cars just have cool things that are so stupid like that. So, yeah. But, Danny made chicken fingers, and chicken fingers are important to me. So, pile back a bunch of those. We'll let that light epoxy dries. And we'll slap that together and I guess get this thing up in the air and start working on the transmission, well, the lights for the backup lights. And all the lights are working other than that one turn signal. But, yeah, we'll work our way through it. Look how good that looks. Wow. Should really clean the other windows, eh? You can really tell. Yikes. Alright, well, all these things are back together. This one I didn't tighten. I tightened the back one, but the front one still had that epoxy. I just kind of snugged it, so I'll hit it tomorrow. Give it a full 24 hours to dry. The marker light on the other side made her work. Pretty simple, actually, because I had the little ring. It had a little rubber gasket, so it worked. And let's just double check make sure these signals are still good. Key on. Flicky flicky. There you go. So I'm pretty stoked on that. So that's all the lights working. Except turn signal and reverse lights. I'm gonna look through my wiring diagram and just see how these reverse lights work. I know the wires are underneath, so I'm hoping I can maybe just snake them down, and they gotta just tie into the existing harness because the other car would have had the same setup. Or if I disconnected it or not. If I did, I just chopped it all out. So I'm hoping I can find just a couple loose wires. We'll put that in there. A couple of probably 1156 single filament bulbs. All the backup lights. And then all we gotta do is make the one work. Now so I got the light in it. The problem is this socket is all corroded and it gets its ground from up here. So, and you can see how rotten it is there. So it's just not getting good ground. I know it. I've done that many, many times. So hopefully I can get it, you know, soaking a little bit more. I can kind of work it back and forth, move it all around, get a good ground. Otherwise, before you wrap a little ground wire around the light bulb and you kind of run it out to a proper ground or do something. It's a little rinky dink, but it will work for the time being, and honestly, it's probably fine. So I'll do a little research on this wiring diagram. We'll see where we end up. Okay, so we got the thing up in the air. We got the wires all run for the reverse, but for some reason the switch is not working. It's unhappy. It needs to be taken apart or cleaned or replaced or whatever. So I just hot wired it. So I just bypassed the switch and ran direct power to the wiring harness for the reverse lights. So I know they're good. They work, which is mint. I know I have power going to the switch and just not out of the switch, but if you run power on the other side of the switch, it works. So we have a switch issue. I don't know if they're adjustable or anything about these things, so I gotta do a little research on that. But you know what, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. We got the glass in, we got a pile of wiring done, everything is taken care of. This thing is like pretty much dialed. So I got probably just some odds and ends. I think I might fix the door panels a little bit and stuff like that, but honestly, I'd really like to just take this thing for a bit of a test drive around the block. I don't know, let me know if you guys want to see that. Maybe a little test drive before we go too crazy. But all in all, a few little last minute things. I can take it in for inspection. I can't imagine what it would flunk on. Famous last words. I mean, everything is brand new. All the brakes are good. Suspension's good. There's no rust. All those things. But yeah, you never know. Have a license plate on this thing maybe in the next week or so. That'd be pretty sweet. I'd really like to drive this thing. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the glass video and the last little bit of wiring. And I don't know if you have any other tidbits or information about this thing. Let me know. I'm always looking for more. Learn as I go. But thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. See you guys in the next video. And subscribe to the channel.